Gosh dang it.
What's it gonna say?
I don't know. Probably Davies or something.
Yeah, summer feels. Wait, where is it? Ladies and gentlemen,
Are you
summer
DJing on
feels
ZT?
says Summer Feels feud blog with Davey D and Professor Professional Shenanigans.
I'm working on it. Working on it.
What's funny is that's what Gunther pushes out, like to the servers, whatever's first in there.
Yeah. Did I lose you? This is going to be one of those days, isn't it? Check, check. Can you hear me? Where's Rusty?
Here.
There we go. All right. Added you back on stream. I don't know what happened there.
I'm here.
You're here.
Faction roll call. Oh, the very first thing that was posted on our chat tonight was rest in peace, Afa. Lee, have you heard about that news? WWE champion and Samoan SWAT team member, original bloodline. Afa has passed.
Is it real this time? Because there was a fake that he passed.
I think it's real, but I also think the first report was not necessarily fake. I think it was premature. I think he was in critical condition, and I think he yeah, I don't know the whole story, but I think the reports were just premature. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Indeed, sad. And yeah, they're saying, yeah, it's real, can confirm. So we got faction roll call starting. Hey, let's dedicate tonight's stream to the bloodline, right? They've lost now Sika and Afa, so we'll try to do our best we'll try to do our best to acknowledge them, right? Faction roll call. We've got Vulcan Warriors 420 in the house reporting for duty. Elsie Blue saying, hey guys, how we doing? The local Tiffy Time simp of the Empirics, Pokemaster Hunter. Wow, Ducky Schultz comes in hot. What a great day. 6-star silver Bray, 6-star silver Bronson, 6-star silver Indy, 6-star bronze striker Andre, 6-star gold Cody. No, 5-star gold Cody, 5-star striker Claymore, and unlocked Julius. All in one day, Lee.
All in the worst loot in the game.
If you combined Lee and my player's choice loot, it wouldn't even come close to what Dougie Schultz hit.
Yeah. It was like, could I buy a few? I did 3 megas on the player's choice, and I mean, it's depressingly bad.
Same. Yeah, same. Sad times. I got new Bam Bam. I got new Sammy.
New Sammy. Acro.
Acro Sammy. Now he's my best Sammy, right?
Yeah.
But he's not even my best Acro. So it's like,
there you go.
Hey, Stewart puts in the chat, he combines our name. Did you know Lee plus Rusty equals Lusty? Did you know that? Bourbon and Booty roll call. Empirics in the house. Degenerate double X's in the house. And Pokemaster Hunter looking for more Tiffany Simps in the house. Demolition Inc. present and accounted for by Footers in Sydney. This Friday night, listen, there's no event really going on in the game tonight except the tours. And this chat they're loopy already. The chat is loopy.
Wow. I go loopy.
Battletoads, and that's true. SoCo Football is here representing the Battletoads. Incredible. It's a Russian language and a Hindi language faction, and they also a lot of English as well spoken in the faction. So it's really cool to have that kind of global representation in our chat tonight. CSC Evolution, hey man. Lee, why don't you take this one? Between Striker and Tech Shayna, what build is the most fun? Fun can mean whatever you want it. It can mean hardest hitting, coolest move animations, easier abilities, or to win against harder competition. Do you have a fun build for either Shayna?
No, well, I don't really use Tech Shayna that much because mine, I got her way late, and she's like maybe 5-star at best. But I have a 6-star bronze Striker Shayna. I usually run her double sub with the move that breaks the board, but I think probably the smarter one would be the one where you kick out and do all the black move damage for the tour that's going on right now. I just didn't set her up that way, but Rusty can verify, right before we hopped on, I was sitting here for half an hour doing the stupid matches with Striker Shayna.
True.
She's so
That's why our stream was late. All of Lee's bandwidth was going into that Shayna.
Right.
Shayna match, right? Hey, okay, so my fun build for Shayna would be Tech Shayna, and it would be purple, green, purple, which would be you lay down your botch gems with the roundhouse kick, then you boost them with the 1 MP gut wrench facebuster, and then you spam the board with purple gems, the shoot kicks. And here's the fun part. Sometimes those purple gems you created will cascade and refill your roundhouse kick, and you can throw even more botch on the board. And then if you use a green prop, it's a 1 MP load. You can get your bonus damage from the all the botches on the board. Maybe that's the least painful Shayna way to play. I like it. I like that it's kind of random. I've been kind of hard on Tech Shayna, but that match got me all the way through hell mode today. So, nice. I mean, that build, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Purple, green, purple, Queen of Spades. That's what I did.
Okay. Well, sweet. Well, do we want to hop into our first power rating for the night? Or actually, do you want to tell people what we're doing tonight? Because we didn't get a chance to talk beforehand. I honestly don't know what we're doing tonight other than the 2 power ratings. So, or 3 or whatever.
Well, we know one thing's for sure. We talked about power rating Batista bomb. You want to stick with that? We'll get Batista out of the way. A lot of people have Batista now going on to 5-star and have been waiting to see what he's going to do. We also have, I think, a premium superstar that's gotten permeated the community. So now it's kind of a common premium superstar, and that's ObLIVio, Liv Morgan. Yeah. Not only that, I think there's a new moment out for Liv this weekend. There's the specs plate on the prize wall. Everything you need to make Liv, crack off is available to you. That's an Irish phrase, right? Like, what's the crack? Like, what's the party? Where's it at? Yeah.
Who's on crack? I know.
Yeah. And then if we have time, we talked about running back and repower rating Cowboy Bob Orton. Could you believe that? He's been our most disputed. We don't have to do it. We may run out of time, but also we may do a should you take blank to 6-star gold instead of Bob. I think a little variety might be good. 3 power ratings feels daunting to me, but
we can see what happens with it. So, well, if you're ready, I'll get the thing loaded and we can get started with the first one.
Let me just say this: no pulls tonight, friends. No pulls.
Oh, yes.
Player's Choice wiped us out. And not only did it wipe us out, it robbed us blind because we literally got nothing of tremendous value or supreme value from it. So
I got one coach that I would have eventually grabbed off the UCC if I couldn't get him any other way. But other than that, yeah, nothing. Three Player's Choice Megas, nothing.
Yikes. That's supposed to be the one that's like really juicy, right? So
I don't have good luck with the player's choice stuff. I even,
mm,
you'll see. You'll see in the videos. But I even got one of the bronze coins, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got a coin. I can finally do whatever with it. And looked at
yeah,
the 4 you could get, and the only
yeah.
one I didn't have was the character I was 5 shards short of. So it felt like a
Ooh,
kick in the teeth because I was like, I'd have just gotten 5 shards. It'd have been fine, but.
Baby Ice says, "Hola, gang. DXL Elite acknowledging all episodes." I love it.
Oh, nice footers. Streakberg can make some other people do some amazing things. I really like him. He's no longer anywhere near top tier in the game, but he's fun. I like him. Triple green, fun times.
All
Becky
right.
Schultz, what in the prestige drops and when do they drop? We have no idea. Honestly, I've been sharing with Scopely that the prestige drops should be like at least twice a month, if not more. And so far, I think there's been 2, so maybe once a month on those. I don't know. So
I think so. I mean, I think Friday night on stream would be a perfect time to reset it. Don't you?
yeah, yeah, it'd be right as we're doing this, huh?
I would love it. I would love to make an announcement and be like, "Attention, champions! The prestige is." That would be a
Right.
fun role for the community.
That
For me
would
to
be.
just be like, sound the alarm. All right, Lee. Well, you know what you and I need to do? We need
What's
to
that?
we need to take the energy up a level because I feel like our bad pulls have gotten us down. I feel like we're sulking a little. I'm wearing all black.
Yeah.
I'm a little morose, and we need to crank it and have a house party tonight with Champions Chat. That's what
All
we need to
right.
do.
Sounds good to me. All right, well, let's do this. Let me switch us over to live, baby, live, and then get our video started. Did I lose you, Rusty? Maybe. We'll see.
No,
Okay. All right. Here comes the intro. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and we are here to power rate Batista, the Batista Bomb. Rusty, have you had time to play with Batista much this month?
I have. I think he's the best. I mean, this is just my initial thoughts. I think he's the best free superstar that we've gotten in the 6 gold meta.
Yeah.
That's my initial gameplay, doing the tours, messing around with him. I think, okay, value. There's a little value here, which
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily feel that with Andrade. I didn't necessarily feel that with Maurice,
Right.
even though I love to look at her poster, so beautiful, but not.
You're a married man.
A video game. It's not cheating. Keep going.
Anyways, so we're going to run Batista 2 different ways, but let me tell you why I'm going to run him the first way first here real quick. If you look, the gear, which I did end up actually getting on my account here, is Pyro Gems do 200% more damage. And one of the things I say in our Break It Down videos is that look for the clues, like what's being offered this month. What does the gear type, if there's gear, do? What does a plate do if there's a plate? Look at what Scopely's trying to point you towards on their movesets. And this is the clue for this one. Because we're going to run him triple black as well. But triple black doesn't use the pyro gems. That's the clue, the smoking gun, if you will. So we're going to run him like this, the big boot, deal damage, and make 28 random gems into pyro gems, which will modify all gems above it into green gems when broken by your gems. 7 MP green, 7 MP red, spine buster, deal damage, make 18 random gems into multiply of strength 4, and then the vertical suplex power slam, 8 MP red move, deal damage, make 30 pyro gems into red. Now, free characters often have higher charge moves, and that is the case here. So I am using a trainer that I normally wouldn't do on a free character, so we got to acknowledge right up front, that I have Roxanne on here. Green moves start with 4 more MP. Red moves start with 4 more MP. If you aren't using Roxanne, then you would need to basically have your green trainer, your red trainer, and Santa Hogan, and you would still eat a line bonus. But let's be honest, there's very few of the free tier characters that you're using competitively in Feud, so it is what it is. Prince Pretty gives us the rest of our MP, and that allows us, instead of Santa Hogan, to have Ozzy Osbourne for green gems do 30% more damage, and Miss May Young for pyro gems do 100% more damage, and green moves deal 40. Quick note on pyro gems, keep in mind that the pyro gem only buffs the gem it is sitting on top of. It doesn't impact all the ones that blow up because of it. So the only time I would use someone like Mae Young would be on this moveset for Batista or on Ilya Dragunov that we'll look at next week, where it makes a large number of pyro gems. If you're just doing a 7 row, it is what it is. On the title, I'm not going to put any plates on here yet, but of course we can run the Piper's Power plate, so I'm not going to put it on there for the initial run so we can see what he actually does without it, because let's be honest, who's going to run their Piper Power plate on free Tista? And then I've got a 50% gem damage strap so that we're not blowing the damage astronomically high. Double Fury 2s though, and the candy store account does have a 35% gem damage strap or medal there. Last thing, and then I'll turn it back over to you, Rusty, is keep in mind with our power ratings, we always power rate to after 99 MP is gone. Otherwise, it inflates things. It wouldn't be a realistic. Everybody would look better than they really are. But he does have the gear, and that I can't take off. So that's my sense on that. I talked a lot. You talk.
So a few observations. First of all, from my observation across the community, the Batista gear was more prevalent than any of the other 6-star gold meta kickoff character gear. I've seen more Batista gear in brag rooms and chats, etc., etc. So I hope this is a trend. I hope we're seeing that kickoff gear be available. The second observation is, this is a little more educated. First one was speculation. I think this is a really good moveset, Lee, that you're running, but I think it's specifically tailored for the plus 99 MP world so that we can really do good things with him. And I think this moveset's going to fall off with most of the community, especially with the tricks you just had to add to make it run, quote, normal, to even just be functional. You've had to add just about every trick. Yeah. I mean,
Roxanne's
just about
the big one. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say every, because every trick is what I'm about to do, which is adding on the Piper's Power plate. Yeah. But even with what we just saw, that was 17 million at 6-star gold.
I was thinking a 17K Santa was an additional kind of top shelf entourage member. I know he's coming along in the community.
I don't have Santa on him though.
No. What you mentioned earlier was what you would need was the line bonus and Santa, and that. So if we were building for that world for a feud, it would require every trick and still have pretty low output.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that is the case. Yeah. So we're throwing out the pyro gems here, which now that buffed up your gems, which the green are now doing 144. Your red are doing 179. If they're on the pyro itself, it's 269 and 347. And then we're going to throw out the random multiply gems. Some of those are going to be up high, which is going to be what we want. And then 30 of these are going to turn red, which is not his primary color, black is. And then the rest of them are going to turn green, which is also not his primary color. But that's kind of how the free tier works. So 25 million with a Piper plate. That is 25 million with the big trick on it. So, yeah.
I he goes with the what I've said the last few months. I'm okay with a decent free superstar if they give me a usable entourage character like trait, and I think Batista is there as well.
Yeah,
I'm okay with Batista doing what Batista does because I like his trainer ability.
Well, we'll sure get to that here in a moment. I am just gonna exit out of this match because I almost got him down, but that sub just took the wind out of it. So I mean, we saw what we needed to see on that side of things. Kurgan says I'm gonna run him green double red when 99 MP goes away. That would also work. The biggest trick with the green double red. Wait, that's what we're doing right now. Green double red, unless we're
yeah, that's right.
Unless we're talking about this green right here, which is what I'm assuming that they're meaning. That one is a 6 MP green, so that does work a little bit better. Choose 5 gems to make red, so then you load your red, and then you deal damage and make 2 rows into pyro gems, which will modify everything above it into green. So that is going to be the better way to run after the 99 MP is gone. But as you saw, even with the 99 MP, what's up, 2 Live Brew? I haven't seen you in a while. Even with the 99 MP, that's kind of rough. So instead, we're going to try one more moveset just to show it here real quick. But we are going to run the triple black. Have you tried triple black with him, Rusty?
No, I've stayed here with the. I'll tell you why I've stayed with the green and red moves, because I'm really having fun with Mosh in my entourage, and I've never used my Mosh on anyone, and so to generate multiply gems, I think it's really fun, and so I've just used Mosh and Booker T and Wolfpack Lex, and who's my fourth that I've been running? Bret Hart. That's what I've been doing. So
okay,
totally for the plus 99.
Totally for the plus 99. Got it. Okay. Why am I not seeing... So none of the other CCs used Last Outlaw Undertaker. Did I just utterly whiff and miss him? What the heck? Should be under gym modifier. Oh, because it doesn't see that it's there because of the Juggernaut gems. That's why. Okay, it still works. I tested it. All right. Anyways, so for triple black, we've got some Juggernaut gems. We've got some power gems, and I think I'm gonna double check, but I think we need Santa Hogan to get us started loaded turn 1. And even then, this is only a tour build for that.
Check out this comment, Lee. Triple black. He's like a slower, riskier, lower damage Bradshaw.
I like that. That is very true, Nox. Yeah.
Observation, sir. Noah.
Right. That is very, very true. I mean, yeah, it's almost exactly what I'm thinking with him here. Because you lay down your Juggernaut gems, which are going to make 2-turn Juggernaut gems, deal 0 damage, but make 8 random gems into power gems, a strength 175k on every countdown, and then increase the strength of your power gems, blah, blah, blah. So even on tours post 99, you would only have the first 2 moves loaded. So you would need to create a match, and then maybe set up a 3 match after that. But... boop, like that. Then we cascade anyway. Doesn't matter. That's always the risk with those. I should have done a little bit safer, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll show you what happens. So those go out now. So now we've got power gems of 393k. You throw more of the power gems out there, and if you cannot get subbed, which Zombie Sammy's going to sub the snot out of us here in a minute, then you can do the trick where you do a 3 match there. And you do a 5 match. Oh, I can't even do a 5 match. He doesn't have enough. Let's see here. No. Can I do a 5 match like that? All right, let's do it. Okay, so now you're going to hit once there, but that was barely anything. Then you're going to hit twice here. That's also going to make your Juggernaut gems go off, and it's going to buff everything again. So now you can throw the Juggernaut gems again. This is why this is the very slow Bradshaw, like very, very slow Bradshaw. Now you do another 3-match and set up a 5 with these. I don't have enough to do it right there. I keep forgetting that. Let's see. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. That should work. There we are. So now you've hit him for 32 million that time. You could throw Juggernaut gems out again, or you do another swipe, and right now you're doing 1.18 million damage with that. But if he subs us, we're done. 28 million on the second hit. So that was technically 60 million in the second turn. Technically, it was.
I like it. I think I like it more than the red and green set, honestly.
Well, let's run it back because I want to make sure that wasn't a glitch, because I don't want to, I don't want to have any false expectations from the community. And keep in mind, with this is you've got a 4 MP and an 8 MP black move. So this is not something you can run in feud unless you really, really have something, or you take this guy out right here. In fact, to be fair, let's take Undertaker off and instead put in Mellow, which I know is a who in the world has Mellow conversation as well. But at least that nerfs the power gems, so we can see, did I just fluke into that, or was that actually real? And then we no longer need Santa, so instead of Santa, we can put on Little Miss Bliss. There we go. All right. I don't know. Do you think that it was 60 million after a very long 2 turns? Was that realistic?
I felt like I was watching a Cesaro video, the genius in action, while you were doing that.
Wow.
But I also thought that might have been one lucky series where I might have cascaded and been done, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes I wonder, was that just a miracle match, or was that really what he's capable of doing consistently?
Well, let's find out. As long as we don't cascade, which I did. You know, the other thing I'm not doing for this, but again, whale builds, is if you were to put Goldberg on there, you can actually create 3 of those and then kind of go from there. All right, so no matter what, we're going to pin him right here no matter what. So let's just refill our black moves. All right, so round 1 he hit for 8 million. 8 million. Uh-oh, my AirPods are about to die.
Reasonable.
Yeah, that seems very free to play right there.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
But yeah, and you're at gold, so that really seems underwhelming.
Underwhelming, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to throw it out.
Yeah.
What's that?
I was saying, I forgot you're at gold. I was thinking we were at, I don't know what I was thinking where we were for a second.
You were thinking we were on a Caribbean cruise in the...
I thought we were on my account playing at 5-star.
There you go. Well, hold on, because now let's see it. All right, so that was 20 million hit right there. And then we throw this out here. And now we do a swipe. That was another 10 million. We do another swipe. I could also throw some more black gems in the mix, but where's the least gems I'm going to hit? There we go. And that was another 30 million. I mean, so he can hit, but I mean, again, that was needing Mellow and
right.
And so I don't know if that counts, but he can hit if you wait long enough. He can go.
Yeah, he might get there on power, but he's going to lose some major points somewhere along the line, either on readiness or speed somewhere. He's going to tank for it.
he's gonna tank from that side. So, well, let's go over to the power rating if you're ready for it. Let me. It's gonna make me load this. Hold on.
Yeah, so while Lee gets that loaded, for those of you in the chat, if this is your first power rating with us, you're going to get a chance to vote tonight in our polls. We are doing 1-minute polls tonight in 3 of our 5 categories. So stay with us and get ready. I'll be pinning the poll at the top of the chat. If you're on a mobile device or a desktop, you should have an equal opportunity to vote, and then be sure to click vote to lock it in. So sometimes if you just tap the number, it won't actually cast your vote for you. So,
right.
1-minute polls.
Well, and to acknowledge in the chat here, Derek1985 said there's got to be a +2 MP person. You absolutely could use just a +2 MP person now that I'm thinking through it. So because it is an 8 MP, so if you have a 4 person, +1 is 5, +2 would be 7, and then you would have, you'd have to run Santa. But so you could take Mello off, but then you've got to replace one of these with Santa. Either way, he can eventually hit really hard. You got to keep throwing those Juggernaut gems out there. So I'm at a loss on this one here real quick, because we are used to saying, hey, this is very objective on the power scale. Did he hit a certain amount of damage or did he not? On the one hand, he only hit 17 million per turn. On the other hand, if you let him get to turn 3 with the Juggernaut build, he can hit 60 million. So I'm a little bit lost as to where I should put this power rating on that, Rusty. So this is the first time I've ever been confused on the objective scale, because I could say, yeah, he gets 5 points because he hits 60 million eventually. Or we could be more judicious and say realistically hit 17 million was about his top end.
I think we go with realism because, arguably any superstar is going to hit 100 million over the course of 10 turns, right? On a long enough timeline.
I just did a whole bunch with Shayna Baszler and she does not. So, but yes, I see what you're saying. Like, especially power gem users, like you can eventually keep stacking it, but yeah, we're not voting for turn 3 is what everybody has just said into the ether here. So we'll put him at a 3 for that. Because realistically he can hit the 60% mark. Turn 2, if we're going triple black. So I'll put 3 for turn 2 triple black. But beyond that, I think we're clear that's pretty unrealistic. For speed, now for a 5, at least 2 of the following would be true. MP charges equal to or lesser than 6 MP, which that means all your moves moving and loaded. Moves cycle flawlessly, and or animations are quick, resulting in a feud win in under 45 seconds. He's not going to win in feud under 45 seconds. Triple black, one of his moves is 6 MP, but if that's the only one you load, you can't get there, and that's the struggle we had there. Your other move set, still 7 and 8. So at least 2 of the following would be true for a 4. MP charges 7 or less. Moves recycle flawlessly, which would be true for the first move set and the second move set. And animations are fairly quick, resulting in a feud win in under 60 seconds. Neither moveset is going to win in under 60 seconds. So once again, a 3, the following are true. MP charges 8 or more, that's true, but can be offset with common trainers. Moves recycle most of the time, that's true. Animations are not overly long, that's true, resulting in a win in feud in 1 to 2 minutes. So those are the 2 objective scales. He's a 3 on both of those. Now, let me talk readiness, and Rusty will get the poll ready while we talk about readiness. So we're a 5 in readiness. Character needs 0 to 1 special things. That's a plate, a gear, a moment, or a super rare trainer, like Roxanne that we did end up using for that moveset, or like Mello. For a 4, character needs 2 special things, plate, gear, moment, rare, trainer, etc. For a 3, character needs 3 special things, plate, gear, moment, rare, trainer, or etc. And for a 2, character needs 4 special things. Rusty, you got a poll ready?
Yep. Poll is live. Readiness is pinned. Gosh, I'm a little torn on this one, Lee, because, I mean, yeah, I mean, 4 and 3 really seem like, I'm trying to read through the criteria again.
Right.
I just don't know that I'd be ready to go into battle without Roxanne.
Yeah.
And somehow a good plate. I don't know that would necessarily be the pyro plate. The Piper plate. Ugh.
We could have used the Jade plate as well, but
True.
At least for the first move set. That's a little more accessible than the pyro plate, but still, either way.
Yeah.
Either way.
Is he a 3? What do you think, Lee? Did you vote?
I did not. No, I did not vote. The community's very 50% says 4 on that one. I don't think. Yeah, I could see a 4. I don't think he needs. I mean, I don't know. Post 99 MP, you're either going to want to have Roxanne. If not, you're going to have to eat 2 trainer spots, and that's going to hurt. Plus Santa Hogan, which you need anyway. So I would say Roxanne is not a need, but certainly if you want to really fight with him, you need Roxanne. The Piper plate, I'm honestly never going to put my Piper plate on Batista.
Right.
I mean, that's just real.
Right.
I'm not going to put my Jade plate. I only have 1. I'm not going to put that on him. So does he need more? A triple black needs Showboat Undertaker and Santa or MP down. Yeah, no plates needed. So for the triple black, I would say he doesn't really need much, if anything. So I think the 4 is accurate based on that. And that's the community's vote for sure. So all right, let's talk versatility. So for a 5 in versatility, the character is competitively usable in feud, boss, and showdown. And character has a special gem type that would help them in Extreme Rules. And we need to update that to say Gem Mania as well now. For a 4, character is competitively usable in at least 2 feud, boss, showdown. And character has gem types that will help in boss, Extreme Rules, and Gem Mania. And for a 3, characters competitively usable in 1 mode, feud, boss, or showdown, but character may be a sleeper occasionally for boss. And for a 2, characters not strong in any competitive format, but may be capable winning tour and blitzes. And Noax says, to be fair, Batista was my guy for Gem Mania. So there you go. People, nice. Vestabomb, he'll be usable for Pyro and Green in Gem Mania. Yeah, so... But is he competitively usable in feud, boss, and showdown? That's the big question. Feud, boss, or show. Rusty, do you think that he would be competitively usable in feud, boss, and showdown, or any of the 3?
Boss, yes.
Boss, yes.
Only boss.
Black gems and power gems, 100%. Pyro gems and green gems.
If you're a new player, or if there's some special war score boost for using him, right? If he's a CSS or a battleground competition and you have to use him, that's probably when you're just going to hold your nose and do it. I don't know. And if you're a newer player, yes, he's going to be one of your better strikers if you're free to play or a newer player. Absolutely.
I mean, if you're a newer free-to-play, but if you were around when getting Bradshaw was kind of an oopsie thing and most people got him, I would not use him over Bradshaw ever. But, yeah, the 3s win on that one. That was... Oh, you know what? I need to make this box red. Oh, well. That I think was the right call. I mean, he's competitively usable in boss battle. I wouldn't use him in feud. Showdown, he doesn't really have a link that's going to help you. He doesn't really have... He might, he could be okay at showdown, but he's definitely not going to be feud at all. So for the entourage ability, Rusty, this is where you're excited about him. For a 5 in entourage ability, that is an essential trainer coaching ability that adds something you don't want to go into battle without. For a 4, widely used trainer coaching ability, helps the character it's being used reach their full potential. For a 3, niche trainer coaching ability, may not be used much, but is very valuable when needed. And for a 2, it's just something you're missing if somebody else can't do a better job. And his trainer coaching ability, real quick, is at 31k. Pyro gems do 200% more damage. Blue moves start with 2 more MP. Pyro gems 200, blue moves start with 2 more MP. Rusty, what are you thinking?
Poll is live. I like it. I think we're just starting to see the introduction of more pyro superstars. So maybe like a Ilya, right?
Works with Ilya. Yep.
Festibomb saying, would this make Acro Sammy good? Interesting, right? I hope.
Again, I don't remember if Acro Sammy throws out a board full of pyros, but it's got to be a lot of pyro gems thrown out. It can't just be like a 7x1
right.
or a 7x2 area.
Yeah, so he doesn't necessarily make Kyrie Sane OP, right? No. By himself.
No.
Right? I feel like there's real potential here. And I feel like we will get superstars where we go, Batista's our guy. We gotta use him. So I think that's
the definition of niche, though, isn't it?
Fair.
Is that I'm just asking? I'm asking the question, like, because if it's not widely used, then I mean, what you're describing is that is a niche train. Like when he's ready. Go ahead.
Sensei Kreese is saying Hall of Fame Ray, very useful, right?
Yes.
You know.
Well, the community was 100% on 3. So, what do you think? What do you think?
I think it's fair. I think it's fair because we don't have the bird in the hand, right? We have, to me, I'm holding out. This is the 2 in the bush. This is a very promising ability that I really like and that I think can be very powerful. Now we need to find where he fits.
Yep.
So I think a 3 is very fair.
Yep. Yeah, he's okay. I mean, I think Batista for a free is okay by all that. So 16 out of 25. I'm a little confused. Clay Doe says 18 minutes till an update to the greatest free-to-play content in WWE history. What in the world? What does that mean? Also, my AirPods just died. Can you hear me, Rusty? Yeah, I can't hear you anymore. My AirPods died, which means that it kills your audio when that happens. All right. Can you hear me now? I might have to have you reload in. Yeah. Festibomb, you can hear Rusty? Big Fritz can hear him? Okay. Well, I can't hear Rusty, so that's a problem. Okay. All right. Okay, good. That's right. Yeah. Anytime. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Anytime you mess with audio on Streamlabs, it messes everything up. So the fact that my AirPods, which for whatever reason were not charged, it was a problem right there. So I'm going to wait for Rusty to load back in, but 16 out of 25 is the official score for Batista. I think that is fair. I think that's right along the lines of where he should be. And Rusty, we can hear you again just in time to take us out of this video.
Well, thanks for joining us on tonight's Batista Bomb. we're sorry if he turned out to be kind of a stink bomb for you. Maybe you were hoping he'd be more of a you were hoping he'd be more of a power bomb. But
Wow.
yeah, join us each and every Friday night, and you can have your hand and your voice heard, have your hand in our votes, and right here on the WWE Champions main Twitch channel. We'll see you next time, friends.
Bye. I love the comments in the chat here. First of all, Beluski, that's right. He is not bad for a free-to-play. 16 out of 25 is, we're seeing between 16, 17, 18 on the top end for our power ratings so far of free-to-play. And then we got somebody else who put Batista bombed. Ha! I love it.
Okay. And Clado, I love this clarification. Did you see this, Lee?
No,
To clarify, it was a joke because of what Rusty's saying, that Gym Mania was one of the best things to ever happen to free-to-play players. So I was teasing him, and I'm not serious. I love it.
Oh, okay, because I was like, wait a second, do we not know something that's about to drop in this game, or what's happening here? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought maybe there was a surprise, maybe a message went out,
Right.
Like, remember when they were doing 7th anniversary drops during stream, and everyone would be like, we just got the rework, it's live in the game. The levels, the tours. Oh, man. Yeah. I think it's funny. Now, I think I stand by, now, arguably, I think I stand by my Gym Mania comment. However, Gym Mania is a lot harder than I thought it would be. The levels are actually challenging. And, man, yeah, like Blue Pyro or Blue Botch, I was a little befuddled, right, on what to do there. Right. But, I mean, earning $200K a day feels really good, assuming you can max the tours, right? Like I said earlier, we used to do a lot more for a lot less as free-to-play players. We used to spam and farm. It was called farming TP, right? Where you'd spend 12 hours playing a match for 5 yellow TP per tour just to get 60 TP at the end of the 12 hours, right? It was horrible. It's horrible. Yep. This is way better.
Oh, yeah, I 100% agree. Compared to what we had, this is not so much a kick in the face that the other thing was. So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the prices are higher than I thought they would be. So I'm curious. I don't know if we'll see an adjustment there or not. That's just me speculating. That is not me speaking as a Scopely ambassador of the game in any way. It's just my hope. I hope it's more, a little more accessible, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I am ready, if you are, to move to Liv Morgan's power rating, and I mean, Batista was fun, but this is the one I'm actually excited about using here. So Bunders, Batista does do large damage. We did show that, but again, we always power rate for post 99MP. So once 99MP is gone. Also, Professor uses, when he's doing the 99MP videos, uses a lot more trainers and coaches that will create that large damage that won't happen after the 99MP is gone. However, for you, Bunders, we did show it where Batista can hit 60 million by turn 3. He absolutely can with Triple Black, and even without the, taking account for the big trainers, like even with the 99MP taken into account for. But for most players competitively, that's not going to be, if you're at turn 3, you're already way past, but you certainly can make him hit very hard. That's why I said he's good. He's good. He's just got a caveat to him. So
yeah. No, totally agree. Batista has a really high ceiling. You just have to be patient, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, and appreciate you, Bunders, very much. So all right, well, let me get the kickoff going here, and we will power rate Liv Morgan. I'm actually very excited for this one. Hold on.
Me too.
What's up, WWE Champions Universe? It's Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and we are on the main account with over 60 of our very best friends on Twitch, and however many of you are also on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. How you doing? And we are power rating Liv Morgan, Oblivion. Rusty, why would we be looking at this character from last year to power rate her? What's the deal with that?
Great question, Lee. Side note, I just took my shoes off before this video because I want to get comfortable and enjoy this experience. Okay? Now, I'm on clean socks in case any of you foot weirdos out there are thinking thoughts. But here's why we're looking at here's why we're looking at Oblivion. The face you're making is so perfect. Here's why we're looking at Oblivion. She was a player's choice, voted superstar last summer, 2023, right? Yep. So 2023, players voted her. They wanted a new Liv. They wanted a better Liv in the game than the one they had. So they voted for this, and they scopely released a trickster, focused trickster named Liv Morgan Oblivion. Since then, the majority of the community has gotten to I don't know, what would you call it? Inherit, win, grab.
Well,
claim.
They gave her away for free, which is, I mean, when did they give a top tier, S tier character for free?
They gave her away in those bags, those busted bags, a few months ago on accident. And then
right, but then this week on the prize ball or on the portal,
we've already given her away free, so let's just give her away free again, right?
Right.
So we got
it
the
that's
second
true.
time. And there was an offer in the shop this week that you could take her straight to 6-star for a couple of bucks. And we got a brand new moment this week called Summer of Champions 2023. And it's a universal moment, which makes it applicable in every format. One of the most valuable things they can give you. It's like a permanent plate for that superstar, right? So good stuff on Liv. And a lot of the community is also chasing her premium plate this weekend in Feud. It's on the Feud prize wall. So some of us are trying to Voltron, kind of an 80s term, right? Our Oblivion.
Yep. Yeah, I always call it the Megazord, but yes, Terry Funk next week. Yes, Baby Ice, you should be getting to, I believe, don't hold me in case it's subject to change, but the only one you're not getting free is Indy. Every of the other three. But we've been getting free shards of Indy all month. We have been getting shards of Indy, so maybe you can get there.
And a chance to pull her in those bags as well. So
right. Well, let me show you why this is such a big deal. Rusty already hit on it, but right here, Summer of Champions 2023, if you have any aspirations of getting anything else off the prize wall this month, the midweek prize wall, I would argue that this is the thing you should be prioritizing, period. This is the thing you should be because you are going to have Liv, you're going to have Terry Funk, you're going to have Cowboy Bob, and you might luck into Indy. And like Rusty said, universal moment, that means this works in every mode in the game, period. Multiply gems generated will increase their strength by 4. That's amazing on Terry Funk. That's amazing on Indy. Botch gems do 200% more damage. That's amazing on Cowboy Bob. Color turn gems do 75% more damage. That's a buff for this character right here that we're talking about. All gems do 100% more damage. So that does all of them well. All color moves that deal damage deal 100% more damage. That mostly impact Cowboy Bob. And then receive 50% less damage from all color gems. So for Oblivion here, 175% bonus right off rip for the moveset that we're going to show you here. Now, quick thought. I understand this is a 6-star moveset. I get it. She's worth taking to 6-star. But this is a 6-star moveset. And
to the moon!
You do need a trick for it, but I'll show you here. So, 7 MP red, Oblivion. Deal damage, increase your red gem damage by 200% for 1 turn, and then deal damage and make 36 color turn gems red. The Ripcord Knee Strike, deal damage, choose a 5x5 area to turn into color turn gems, and then the Running Drop Kick, deal damage, choose 6 gems to make red. In order to make this work, you do need this gal right here, Roxanne Perez. Green moves start with 4 more MP. Red moves start with 4 more MP. With her, that's 5 charge with your turn start. And you need 6 on green, 7 on red. So in order to get the red there, you're going to use Davy Boy Smith. Red gems do 45% more damage. Red moves start with 2. And in order to get the green there, you're going to need Santa Hogan. So that leaves 50% color turn damage with Hall of Fame Bret Hart. So the other tricks Rusty mentioned are, if you can get your hands on the Devon specs, whenever you make 6 or more color turn gems, increase all of your gem damage by 50%, and you can trigger this plate twice with this moveset. Plus, whenever you break 4 or more gems that are red, generate 10 random blue at the end with the Real American plate. You can do any sorts of things with this. You're going to break a bunch of red gems, so you can do red into black. You could do red into whatever, but there's not really another color turn plate that's accessible to everybody. You know, that's a cross-bake plate. This is a purple move, but it increases purple gems, so that doesn't really do much. This is trap, so on and so forth. So, I'm going to show her off. Rusty, what do you think she'll hit realistically?
Watch me. I'm think like I legitimately conservatively think with that plate she might be up around 80 million.
Wow. Well, let's see, because we're gonna make 5x5 color turns. So let's look at our red gems. They start at 225. That's pretty decent. We're gonna make the color turn gems right here. We'll put this right there. So now your red gems are 253. But wait, there's more, because we're going to choose 6 gems to make red. We need 7 of them. So we need to match one other gem. I just
hit the buff. So you hit the buff so that you refill it and hit the buff a second time.
Yep. Oh, we almost cascaded. That would have been bad, but we didn't.
I'm on delay. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're okay. Well, you don't hit the buff because the buff will turn them red. So if you hit the last move, you end yourself there. But now we've made the plate go off twice. So that's 100% gem damage boost. So your red gems are doing 282, but your red gems that are on a color turn are 352. Now we're going to buff them 200% and make 36 of them into red right here.
I think you can hit the buff first, though. Right? First, and then lay down your color change, and then choose your red, and then it refills, and then you lay down a mosaic of color change, and then you hit the buff again. I think.
Well, let's do that then, because heck yeah, this is like last week when you inceptioned me on what's her name, Maxine Dupree, where all of a sudden I was like, no, do this, and she works even better. All right, well, then let's do that.
Maybe we're finding really our lanes. Is I'm the female superstar analyst and you're the male superstar analyst. Maybe that's our sweet spot.
Well, she did about 60 million with what I just did, so you're right. So let's do that. Let's hit the 200% first. Now let's turn some gems into color turn gems. There we go. Now let's reload our red moves with this. I should be able to... I like breaking the top row better than I like the side rows. Watch it cascade. It almost never cascades. Ooh, okay, we did it. All right, except for we lost 1 gem because the wild card landed in a spot I didn't want it to. But then you do that. That's the most, the least overlap, the most gems. So now we're doing, yeah. Now we're doing 1 million per gem, and we're about to buff them again. So now let's see what she does.
Come on,
come on home. Fish. And we triggered that play. Oh, that's only 90 million. That's only.
Come on.
Only 90 million. Oh my gravy train. And do you know what, Rusty? That's actually not her top end damage. You know why? You know why?
I would, well, you see, you could throw on a sheriff's badge and get a little more juice out of that orange.
That would be one reason right there. So we're done with what we're going to power rate her at, because now we're starting to add things she doesn't need. She doesn't need these, let's be clear, but they're going to be fun just because, right? So
ladies like a lot of jewelry, don't they? You know, give them an extra plate. A little bling.
So yeah, if we were to throw out this sheriff's badge right here, but there's one more trick. If you're willing to use a prop, or if you have a mid lane bonus, instead of Davy Boy Smith, if you're willing to use a prop, which I think I am more than willing, you can sub out for this guy right here, and all of a sudden now you're doing 100% color turn damage instead of 45% red gem damage. This does not start loaded turn 1, however, because it's 7 MP and you've only got 6 showing, right? So without tour perks, so in feud, you would have to have a line bonus, but other than that, still does it. Still does it.
And that won't affect her readiness score, because that's us really going for, you know, additional things.
Right. Yeah, she needs Roxanne. She really benefits from the Devon plate. So that's already 2 things on her readiness. Other than that, everything else is pretty straightforward. I'm going to have to do it down the side here. Let's hope it doesn't cascade.
Lee, you can also do a 3 and a 3. What a lot of times with Liv, I make 3 on the left vertical, and then I make 3 at the top right vertical or horizontal, and then I'm just 3-3, and it refills both red moves.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well,
but the real big hit comes from what you just did with the layering of the gems, like the old Shotzi effect, right?
Right. Yeah. So over 90 million, easy turn 1. As long as you don't cascade, you're hitting 80 to 90 million. What if you swap for the steel red? Not the prop. Well, if you swap out the steel red, you mess up her moveset. Hold on, let me look at this real quick, Belusky, and then
you would take out the green make red move, assuming they had a red to steal and refill you.
Steal up to 5 MP from each of your opponent's red moves. Oh yeah, so if they have a red move, then yeah, that is going to be more accessible. You wouldn't need the extra with it. Yeah, I mean, it is very specific to red gem people, but yes, that does work. And if they have enough red MP, theoretically you could steal it and do it a couple more times. But either way, now we're just saying how big of a shoe do we want to step on this ant with, because it's a big boot that we just stepped down with. I'll tell you that. So before we go into the power rating, let me just give you her trainer ability now, and then I'll remind you later. 26k silence gems do 40% more damage, and moves that generate red will create 3 more red gems. So no MP, Rusty. Sorry, but she does have silence gem damage. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I didn't click that off before I transitioned. My apologies for the random music in the middle of this, but. Power.
I don't think I've never used her before in an entourage. So
I haven't either.
I've used her in feuds a ton, but I don't think I've ever used her in a entourage.
Right. Well, let's look at the 2 objective scales here real quick. For damage, yes, she can hit more than 60 million. She can do so easily, even if you don't have the Bubba's Specs plate, just so you know. I'm sorry, not Bubba's, Devon's. So even without the Devon's plate, she's still easily going to hit over 60 million damage. That is a 5 out of 5 out of 5. Also, at least 2 of the following are true for speed. Her MP charge is equal to or lesser than 6 MP, so that actually would be 7 on those. However, moves recycle flawlessly, so that's 1 condition that's true. Animations are quick, that's 2 conditions that are true. And she will win in feud in under 45 seconds. I mean, and then some. So 5 out of 5 on speed. So now we're on readiness. For readiness, for a 5, character needs 0 to 1 special things to work. She needs Roxanne. That's 1 special thing. Or she could also have the Devon spec, but she doesn't need it to hit 60 million. For a 4, character needs 2 special things. That's a plate, a gear, a moment. Don't forget the moment. Rare trainer to make them work. A character needs 3 special things for a 3. So, I think we can safely put her in one of those 3 numbers. I don't think we need to read the 2, but...
poll is going live.
Thank you. Keep in mind, she does not need the Devon's plate to hit 60 million. She does need the moment and Roxanne.
Well, I was going to say, I'm not even so sure she needs the moment, because I was hitting probably 45 million before the moment came out. Okay. But what she does need is Roxanne. That's essential. You can't run this moveset without her. So
at least not turn 1. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, and if you don't destroy him turn 1, it does not recycle. So that is, unless you use the break red, get green plate, and then you're still off. So she's one. Right. She's like a William Regal. You want the boot to drop turn 1 and just move on.
Yeah, I like her a lot. I voted 4, but I also bring props into battle just in case.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, the community agrees with you largely. 4. Largely a 4. I would agree. I mean, she doesn't need the moment, maybe, but I mean, dang, 175% bonus damage to her. That's... And all modes, oof, if you don't have the moment, get the moment. Like, that should be your focus this month, if you're me. I already grabbed it. That was my one thing that if I could grab it off the prize wall, I was going to do. As soon as it came out, I didn't have enough right away, but then the next midweek event hit, and I grabbed it as soon as I possibly could. So, yeah. But you do want Roxanne. That's the big, sweaty, hard part of it I don't like. So, all right. Anyway, versatility. Characters competitively usable in feud, boss, and showdown, and character has a special gem type that will help it in boss, extreme rules, and we haven't put it on there, but also gem mania now. That's a 5. For a 4, characters competitively usable in at least 2 of the following: feud, boss, and showdown, and character has a special gem type that helps in boss, extreme rules, and gem mania. And for a 3, characters competitively usable in 1 mode: feud, boss, or showdown. Character may occasionally be a sleeper in boss. I don't think we need to work on the 2 or the 1, because she's definitely at least one of those 3 numbers. Rusty, what do you think?
Poll is live. So here's my thing, right? Now that we've got a universal moment for her, I'm voting 5 in versatility, because although she does not have a great showdown link, that's about the only thing I can say that I don't love about this character.
Yeah, I would agree. I think she'll do fine in showdown. I mean, again, it depends on what the conditions of showdown are. But as long as you've got Roxanne, she'll be fine. But to Belusky's point, who was it? Derek's point, she's competitively a 5 in everything unless you don't have Roxanne, and then you're in trouble.
And if you don't have the specs plate, the Santa's muscles works really well for recycling. Yeah. Keeps it going. If it goes to turn 2, you'll be fully reloaded and ready.
Wow. We have a tie. Low vote, 50-50. Though. Low vote on this one. 50-50. Half say 5, half say 4. Dang. Where's Baby Ice? Where's our arbitrator in this?
I actually voted in this lead. Did you?
I did not, but I don't know how to break that one, because I could see her as a 4. I could see her as a 5. Brother Ray says, forgot to vote. It's a 4. There we go. That'll cast the deciding vote. You voted 3, which would bring down the average. So yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair to have her as a 4 there. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you guys throwing in there. And then last thing here is entourage ability. entourage ability is 40% trainer ability, 40% damage to silence, and +3 red gem creation. For a 5, that would need to be an essential trainer ability that adds something to a lot of characters that you don't want to go into battle without. For a 4, a widely used trainer or coaching ability helps the character it's being used on reach their full potential. And for a 3, a niche trainer or coaching ability may not be used much but valuable when needed. For a 2, it really just adds something you're missing if you have to, because other trainers would do it better. And thank you, Baby Ice, for being our arbitrator. The 4s win. We were all good. No Muda shenanigans on this one so far.
Poll is live. Entourage ability. I mean, it's not great. I've never used it. And I'm really high on this character.
Yeah. Do you see Derek's and Mike's comment, though? Gem Chuckers just got a huge buff in Gemmania. Yeah.
It's true. It's true. I mean, like, Big John Stud does what she does, but a little better, right? So, doesn't he do 4 red?
Yeah, but he doesn't do silence gem. So if you ever have a silence red combination, but again, that's by definition niche again. So Bunder's Muta shenanigans. So Baby Ice became our arbitrator because we power rated Muta in the 6 silver era and gave him a 20 out of 25. And ever since then, Baby Ice has let us know, hey, that is not right. That is not okay. Out of all the ones we've done of these power ratings now, that's the one you got wrong. And so we re-power rated Muda a week or 2 ago for the 6 gold era, and Baby Ice was absolutely correct. 24 out of 25, our highest rating we've ever given on a power rating. So, what's up, the great 7805? How are you? Yeah, no worries, Bunders. I mean, I don't expect you to have to know. I just, let's explain. If my tone is off, I've had a very frustrating week. I spent money on polls that I shouldn't have spent, and they were duds.
Right.
Like duds. And then I did a power rating for Powerhouse. Or not a power rating. Should you take Sammy, Powerhouse Sammy 6-star gold? Because that was the only real hit I got out of that money that I spent on Player's Choice, and the answer was a resounding no. He is not good at 6 gold. So I was a little deflated right before I hopped on stream. So, anyways. Well, Rusty, the 3s won. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think that's fair. Very fair.
Is that where you would have put her?
That's why, I voted 3. Yep.
Okay. So we got 10, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21. Right in line with a lot of the other top characters that are around her. 21 out of 25. So.
Well, and you got to consider this character is at least a year old now, right?
Yeah.
Maybe exactly a year.
Exactly
that's a
year.
very fair score. It's a very promising score for someone that debuted in 2023.
Yeah, and that moment, my goodness, just makes all the difference. Like we can hit what's his name, Terry Funk, with this. We can hit Indy with this, and just see where those characters are at. But I would say I think Oblivion, maybe Indy benefited the most, but I think Oblivion is right. I mean, I don't know, all 4 of them. That moment is just stinking insane, and oof. Bunders, this is our first power rating for this Liv. We weren't content creators when she came out last year, and so I don't have Twitch app. Okay, you just spent a ton on him today. Well, forgive me if that is heartbreaking. It was for me. I hope I'm running him wrong. Let's just say it that way. Also, I don't have a drip plate. If you have the drip, his triple black is very spicy. So if you've got a drip plate, you might not be a lost cause like I am. Baby Ice, new poll, Team Liv or Team Cora? I have always been Team Liv on those. We have run Korra multiple times on stream, and while the person named Twit, TWIT, on the Champions Chat server always shows that they're hitting 60 plus million with Korra, I can't get it to happen. I cannot get it to happen. Not fairly, anyway. Not without using things that a lot of people wouldn't be able to. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if it's just cherry picking screenshots. Even if so, I mean, she can hit hard. Liv always hits hard. So I am Team Liv, 100%, 100%. And I don't have Twitch app. Let's look at Powerhouse Sammy together at some point and see if we can make him hit. Because I don't want to be unfair, because he is a top tier character. At least he should be. So Team Liv from the beginning. All right, Rusty, I think we nailed that one. Is there anything else we need to say on her other than make sure you get the moment?
I'm sorry for going off cam for a minute. My little dog was on our dinner table trying to eat the Chinese food that my kids left out, and I had to go deal with that. Little Jackie, we don't want him to get a hold of the orange chicken. That'd be bad news. So,
orange chicken.
had a dog, a Panda Express emergency. But
you're good.
Hey, most of us have ObLIVio. Most of us have been trying to decide whether or not she was better than Cora Jade, because they both dropped around the same time.
Yep.
Undeniably now, ObLIVio is better than Cora Jade. She takes first place in that Liv versus Cora debate. And this moment, come on, friends, play hard for it. This contest and this month, work up your ObLIVio, and we'll see you on the next power rating, my friends.
See you later. She might be my favorite trickster female at this point too, just all across the
board. I got my Bojangles Heart Foundation collectible cup today.
Nice. So question in the chat here is Mike J2334, who wins with no moment? I was still Team Liv, easily Team Liv, but yeah, I mean, the moment, there's, we could look at the prize wall, but I would say there's almost no reason not to go for it.
Yeah. So, and let me just say this to Mike's question, right? Who's better without a moment? If you had Liv and Cora both, you would be targeting their moments on the midweek prize walls. So, I guess that question in a vacuum, if you have Roxanne, it's Liv. Yeah. In a vacuum, if you don't have Roxanne, it's Cora. Now, with the moments added, I think the edge now goes to Liv. And I think it's a pretty decent edge.
Wide margin, yeah. And JCGXP, is she worth 6-star without the specs plate? 100%. She hit 90 million turn 1 with the plate on there. It's doing, you are hitting it twice, so it's 100% gem damage, but it's off of your base. So you would still hit at least 70 million turn 1 without the plate.
At least, and Roxanne's probably more important than the plate, I think.
I think so too. So looking at the prize wall here, I mean, it's 6,669 of the currency for the Summer of Champions loot. You should be able to get that. Mike J, Cora is still really good. I mean, don't get me wrong. Cora is very, very good. Now, if you're saying I should have taken Liv over Cora, you know what? You still got time. You
did the best you did with the information you had in the NXT moment. Hopefully you have the NXT moment, right? No regrets. She's going to serve you really well on your roster.
Yeah. Rusty, we don't normally do these, but do you want to cut a prize wall video since we're going to talk about it anyway?
Sure.
Might as well. I mean, record it while we're doing it.
We'll beat Professor to the punch, you know?
Oh, no, I'm sure he's already done. I think Merrick says too. We'll be like third in line, but it's fine. It's fine. All right, let me hit the intro here. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat. We are on Twitch with over 50 of our very best friends on a Friday night, and we're going to take a look at the Summer of Champions prize wall, the midweek prize wall, because things have changed, Rusty.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know they added like 5 things to this prize wall this week?
They Steve Jobs'd us. Oh, there's just one more thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 It's really nice. My favorite thing, we'll get to the moment in a second.
Okay.
My favorite thing is that they've given us something to do with our surplus coins at the end of the month. And it's not just something that's wasteful, like buying, some 3 bronze tokens, right? Now we can take our excess prize wall tokens and dump them into Ilya shards, right? Or Maxine shards. Whoever you're still chasing at the end of the month, there's now a way to utilize that currency with a purpose and to get a lot out of it. Also, the poster in those bags. Now, I know the odds are pretty low on that, but you have a shot at pulling the poster as well as getting the shards. Shards have become increasingly more valuable and are essentially a currency within a currency in the game. So.
Right. Yeah. In fact, so Hip Designer, real quick, how do you get these? These are the midweek prize walls, so you get the midweek events. You should have, if you've been playing the first 2 midweeks already, you should have some at least, and you'll have hopefully 2 more weeks of it, although there has been a precedent set where the last week hasn't had any at times, so don't quote me. But so from the Black Pearl, Snowcat, who is notoriously free to play only, lucked into, the biggest luck you could have ever had about 1.5 2 years ago, and got Acro Snoop for free. And then from this bag right here, well, not this one, but one of the ones in the contest, actually pulled Maxine, which means he has William Regal Jr. on a free-to-play account.
Incredible.
What?
Incredible.
What?
Lightning has struck twice.
That's right. Lightning struck twice. Like crazy good.
I love it.
So I would say for me, and we can rank these separately from each other if we want to, but for me, the thing you should be going for on this prize wall is the Summer of Champions 2023 moment. It is a universal moment for those 4 characters, 3 of which you're going to be receiving for free over the course of this month. Cowboy Bob, ObLIVio that we just power rated, and spoiler, she's very good. Terry Funk that will power rate sometime this month, and what's her name? Indy, who's the super rare one. You're not getting her for free, but it's a universal moment. That means it works on everything, every mode, everywhere. Is that your number one thing, or do you have something else you would say is the best?
It is, and it's because we've already seen how powerful the Miz moment has been. We've already seen what does a universal moment do for older superstars. Yeah, we saw the Miz moment revitalize. I think it was the Acro Uso and the Striker Bobby. Out of nowhere, right? That was an RKO moment because suddenly you've got supreme value out of things that had been collecting dust. And I think that's what we're going to see happen now with Cowboy Bob being more than just a situational superstar, and Terry Funk being a little more than just kind of a maybe if you have him boss battle, maybe. Now we're starting to actually get some power out of him.
Yeah, he's always been good, but that definitely throws a lot of bonus. Derek 1985, that is a different prize wall. So just to clarify real quick, there is a separate prize wall, although where the heck is it on here, that has Indy, maybe it's right above it. Yeah, here we go. That has these Indy coins. These are completely different. So the Piper's Power is not on that prize wall. This is the midweek prize wall. But I would say for me, number 2, if you don't have it, is the Miz moment. You just talked about it, Rusty. The Miz moment takes the Miz, takes R-Truth, takes Acro Jey Uso, takes Striker Bobby Lashley, makes all of them so much better. But The Miz in particular takes him from good to perhaps the best tech in the game. You got it. You nailed it.
Awesome. I came to play.
Oh. Wow. And you were having some conversations in here, aren't you, on there? For me...
Don't you like when your blankets and sheets come right out of the dryer and you make the bed and just so cozy? It's like a hug from Santa Claus, just the embrace of love.
Why was Santa Claus hugging you in your bed when you were growing up, Rusty? I'm confused.
No.
Pause.
Don't make it weird. You made it weird, okay? It wasn't weird.
It wasn't weird.
And then you made it weird.
Well, I would say not necessarily a number 3, but like you just said, these bags that they added, the May, the Maxine, and the Ilya bag. I mean, if you're close, like let's say you ended up like 20 shards away from Maxine at the end of the month, and you still had 109 of these left, boom, you got her. Plus, every one of those shards counts for the 6 gold tokens for the other, whatever they call that event as well that goes month long. And then maybe some gear. I would love Indy's gear, but there's almost no chance I'm going to get 25K of these prize wall tokens.
No, sir. Not without spending a pretty penny. Lee, let me just say, these shard bags, if they were on the prize wall last weekend, whenever our friends saw me come up short on the Mae Young loot, I could have simply jumped over and gotten the Mae Young shards I needed without committing a detrimental series of events like I had to do and spend my MLC emblems on 100 shards when I only needed 10. And then that robbed me out of the 6 gold loot coins. So let me just say, those shards would have been really, really high value last weekend.
They would have. And Soko Football, we are cutting a video right now as well. Bunders, Miz is very cascade prone. I will be quite honest, I have very rarely ever cascaded with him, but I do see videos of other CCs doing it all the time. So I just have really good luck with Miz apparently.
Right.
So that's just me. But so gears, Indy, if you want to whale out, I have Indy. I got super lucky and got her. But the moment actually replaced the need for that gear. So if you were just considering what she had available prior to last week or this week when they released this, it basically adds, we got +4 from the moment. Her gear adds +6. If you get both of them, Indy is perhaps up there with the best females in the game, period.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Bianca Belair's gear, 100%. Very good for her. Very, very good for her. If you've got the Acro Bianca, that couple's gear is clutch. Hall of Fame Snoop, you need both gears. He's still only okay with both gears. He's not great. Hall of Fame Macho, however, I don't have Hall of Fame Macho. Professor and Merrick's have both done videos or talked on their streams. Very, 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 very worth it. Agreed?
Let me put a pin in this, Lee. If you are a part of the Prestige Club, the Universal Champions Club, and you don't want to wait to 500K to pull someone, Hall of Fame Macho is very affordable. And if you target that gear, now you have a premium acro. It's a very thin bench. He's
for males,
yeah. It's a very hard. So you can get there a lot cheaper than Muda, right? You grab that gear, you grab Macho, you're off to the races, and he's
very good.
Always used in boss battle. He's premium. He's a premium that you can get at a discount this month with that gear.
Okay. I like that. Well, prior to, because I wasn't thinking I was going to get the Indy gear, and if the moment hadn't dropped, my goal was to get both Brutus gears. I have 0 Brutus gears. this is game changing for him. Especially, you really need the second gear. It doesn't matter which order you get him in, but you really need the second gear for him because that's where you get the MP. 75% trap gem damage with one of them, which is still good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't have Mellow, so without Mellow,
Right.
I would 100% need that gear. Master of Ceremonies Snoop, it's okay. The Shark gear, it's nice to have just because for Pokemon's sake, but it's not great.
Right.
Big Bad Wolf, they've given that gear away before, or at least very close to. The Asuka gear, also fine. And then Ted DiBiase, that's kind of the why did they only put one of his gears on there? But whatever, for $329. Do you know what the Windy gear does, Rusty?
No.
Do you
Doesn't
wanna
it
see
give her a boost? Doesn't it give her a boost from a thing she doesn't make or something like that?
No, she makes them, but hold on, let me get to her real quick. Wendy Hall of Fame, Wendy Darling Hall of Fame right here. One gear does 10% more damage on gems.
Oh, awesome.
Two gears, moves that generate black gems will create one more black gem. So
Whale status. Whale.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Two Live Bruce says she is good. She's good. I don't know if he's talking about Wendy or something there, but wait. Clay Doe, check the chat. Okay, hold on. Let's finish cutting this video real quick, and then I'm gonna go check this because everybody else is now. People are freaking out suddenly on here. I like it. I like a freak out now and then. Is there anything else on this prize wall, Rusty? You'd be talking about? Would you be going for any other moments or the universal titles?
I'm not chasing straps yet. Moments have felt so premium and so paywalled that
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get all the moments before I start hunting straps. Straps are just a little more common in the game.
Right.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's where I'm at on that.
Okay, I agree. And while I do, now that I have Seth freaking Rollins, the story finished would be great. It's just so high a cost, and I'm more likely to go for the Brutus gear than that because this seems like it comes up. It seems like they're going to have it in this prize wall, and I'm just hoping that it goes down in price. Universal Champions, 7th anniversary moment. That's great. Sammy kicked out of the bloodline is in the feud chest if you get super lucky, as is the NXT arrival and the acolytes. I don't have the acolytes there. The Imperium moment is very good. Go back a few to when that came out, and we did videos on Gunther and Sheamus and some others. Other than that, though, I think did you say you're chasing the Dudley Boys moment? Is that?
Oh no, I got it at the end of last month.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well,
I
there we
need
go.
I need a few of those still though, like Final Testament, Story Finished. The 7th anniversary is the big one for me. I would put that probably over the others.
Really?
Other than the 6K Oblivion. Yeah, the Summer of Champions moment. Before that released, I was going to be chasing the 7th anniversary moment this month.
Gotcha. Well, I think it's unanimous, at least between the two of us, which is, whatever. But this Summer Champions 2023 moment is the get. That is a get right there. Stealing the briefcase, I think, is number 2. And it sounds like if you're going moment hunting, the 7th anniversary champions one is the one after that. So who knows? I don't think, because I've already spent my 6.7K to get the Summer of Champions. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get the 7th anniversary, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see. So that's it for this video. Thanks for joining us on the What's Your Midweek Prize Wall Top Choices. And Rusty, anything to say and then take us out?
I think the midweek might be more rewarding than the weekend. So at least by and large, especially if you have very few moments. So work hard on the midweek contest and join us each and every Friday night on Twitch as we do power ratings, as we do previews, as we do giveaways, as we do prize wall breakdowns, and generally just have a big party. We'll see you next time, friends.
Bye. right. Well, I wasn't planning on us doing that. Thank you for indulging that, Rusty. What was the original plan? What else were we supposed to be doing, or do we have
We have
some?
should you take blank to 6-star gold? I
Okay.
have a request that was DM'd to me. If you need a suggestion of a superstar for that, I also have. The other thing was if we wanted to look at Cowboy Bob tonight, we don't have to, but we
Okay.
can revisit that another week. Um,
Either way.
One of the questions that was asked was about surely the IOW Undertaker shards, that's a glitch. They're way underpriced. Actually, that's the normal price. And that's the price they've been this whole time because you need 4,000 of those shards. So they didn't raise his price. You're just finally getting to see it and then compared to everything else. But what's really cool, Lee, the Kevin Owens show plate is in the marquee stip shop.
Ooh,
The
I need
Kevin
that.
Owens plate is 100,000 marquee coins from the marquee tours.
Huh. Okay.
Now, I'm not sure what is earnable yet from the
I don't know.
stip tour.
I haven't played it yet. Somebody was just saying if you have Julius, you can. So let's see. Hell
What are you
mode.
doing, man?
What's that? Oh,
I thought I muted. My son just busted in here like a tornado. And I said, what are
Gotcha.
you doing, man?
destroy multiply gems is 300 points. Pyro gems is 300 points. That's William Regal right there. And then blue gems is 100 points. So who should you use today for this? Julius wouldn't destroy Pyro. Well, I guess there is a moveset with that.
Julius, you're my brother.
Julius. So this would be William Regal. This would be Long Beach Snoop if you've got what's her name already? Maxine Dupree. Pyro and Blue would Pyro Blue and Multi. This is Chainsaw Charlie. Pyro Blue and Multi. The three of them together is what Chainsaw Charlie does.
Ooh. Oui, mon chéri.
Yeah.
You want to demonstrate that gameplay or not?
I don't have any tickets. I can't get into it. So.
Oh, cancel
But
that.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, I do on my account, but I'm not going to switch off for that one. So why don't we? I mean, we can check out Bob if we want to see, what he would be, or if there are requests for should you take 6-star gold, we could also do that. So, chat.
I've got a really easy 6-star gold community request.
Okay. Who's that?
Big Papa Pump. Triple purple.
I was gonna say easy. I've never touched Big Papa Pump, but I can if you can coach me on this.
You don't even touch the board. It's click, click, click. You lay down a row of jugs. You lay down a second row of jugs, and then you click down to make them activate. So It's 3 clicks, and you don't touch the board.
All right. Well, Big Cass? Big Boss Man? Big E? There's a lot more bigs in this game than I thought there were.
I'm going to pull up my big...
There we go. Big Papa. I wasn't sure if it was PAPA or POPPA. Big Popo.
BIGPA. So you're going to do, 2 Juggernaut moves, and then the Steiner Screwdriver is going to be the third move.
Okay, so
and he's
triple
a gem
purple.
damage superstar.
Yep, that's what we got there. Okay, 6 MP. So trainer wise, oh look at this. Do we have a loadout from somebody else? We do, although it doesn't matter. We'll use Carmelo. That's fine.
You just use it's purple gem damage, so you can do that a lot of different ways. Jade Cargill, Rockin' Roman, Gunther, Woods and Gunther are probably the 2, very common trainers. And then you can either do Motu Ray or Rockin' Roman, or Zombie Cody, or et cetera, et cetera.
So it looks like zombie Randy Orton is what one of the other content creators on here had
Right.
to create 3 more purple gems. So instead of creating 4, you create 7 random gems into purple at the end of the countdown.
Right.
I
Yeah, I
don't
just
have
don't have.
him.
I don't
I'm
have him
hoping
either.
I'm hoping he shows up on the. I'm hoping that the UCC in October updates with zombies, which I have no inside information on this whatsoever. But keep in mind, October is coming. If you're saving your UCC points, there's a chance that they might add zombies that you don't have because there's no zombies on the UCC right now. So, just saying.
So I would put. I think Jade Cargill is just a little more accessible than Zombie Randy, and
Okay.
she's doing 30% purple move and 30% purple gem.
Okay. I mean, I've never used Zombie Randy because I don't have him, and
It
I
hits
was
harder with Zombie Orton.
he hits harder with Zombie Orton. Somebody said.
Yeah, yeah, but do you feel like that's ultra rare or not?
I mean, he is fairly rare. A lot of people, well, okay, Big Papa Pump is already rare, so I don't mind using,
Okay.
more rare people when it's. But we can do a run it back, like we can show him and then run it back. What do I put on the plates? What do I put on the
He
plates?
really doesn't have a plate that works well. I mean, like some people have
What about the
used.
Bubba specs? Whenever you activate a purple move, increase your purple gem damage by 50%.
Yes, that would be tremendous.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Some people use what now?
No, I just think that's great. I would say some have used like the rosy plate. I don't know. I don't know
Superhero
that he has to
plate?
create. Yeah, I
Does
don't know that he
he
has to
does he
create.
create leech gems?
No. Yes. Yeah, he does. They come out of those juggernauts.
Okay. Well, then let's see what he does. Let's look at his top end and then we'll pull it back. Let's see. Increase, countdown, make to purple, blah, 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 into leech gems. Okay, so do I need to put I think I need to put the leech gems ones out first then. Okay. All right, well, I'm ready to cut a video if you are, Rusty.
Yeah, man. Let's
Y'all
do
man.
it.
Here
Big
comes the
Papa Pop.
Here comes the intro. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and we're here with your next installment in Should You Take Blank 6-Star Gold. And at community request, Rusty, one of the rarest, most scary people in the world, Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump, is who we're looking at today. You've got him. I don't. I am not even close to him. So tell me, do you think he's going to be worth 6-star gold just from your estimations?
Well, Lee, holla if you hear me. It's Big Papa Pump time. And for some reason, he decided to wear chainmail on his head. I never understood the chainmail. Is he a knight? Is he from the Round Table? Did King Arthur commission him to come into the WWE universe? Anyway, yes, I think he's worth looking at because he's gem damage focused, and this is a gem damage meta, and he's one of the quick. I mean, he just autoplay works with him. He's fast. You don't touch the board, and I think a lot of the community has high hopes. Even in the chat right now, I've read. I just got him from Player's Choice Loot. I just got him last week. I really hope he's worth gold. So I think we got a lot riding on this video, Lee.
Well, there's a 33 1/3% chance that he's going to be good. The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster. So here is what we got. 6 MP purple, moonsault, follow away slam, deal damage, choose 1 row to make into 3 turn juggernaut gems that will increase your purple gem damage by 21%. for 1 turn, and then make random purple gems into leech gems of strength something at the end of the countdown. And then you've got the avalanche belly to belly suplex, 6 MP, deal damage, choose one more row into 2-turn juggernaut gems that will increase your red MP by 2 and make 4 random gems into purple at the end. And then the Steiner screwdriver, 5 MP purple, deal damage, decrease all of your juggernaut gem timers by 3, all effects will trigger. On your entourage, don't be afraid that this is Carmelo, you don't need him. You just run Purple Woods. Carmelo was the one that was attached, so I ran with it. We're good, but you just need Purple Woods. Then if you have Gunther, purple gems do 40% more damage. Purple moves start with 2 more MP, so that is 4, 6, that is 7 MP purple. All moves will be easily loaded. We're going to run Rock and Roman for purple gems do 30% more damage, and gems that moves that create gems will create 3 more. However, note that that does not work on Juggernaut gems, so we'll show you another person that does in another one. And then purple gems do 30% more damage, and purple moves do 30% more damage with Jade Cargill. On the strap, we've got a 50% gem damage strap, so that way we're not over-inflating the damage, because it already does have double Fury 2s, plus the candy store account has this 35% gem damage strap. On the plates, we have got the Rosie Superhero Plate. Whenever you make 6 or more leech gems, increase your purple and yellow gems by 75% for 1 turn. I wish I had Papa Pump. I have 3 Rosie plates and no one that they work on. And then the Bubba Ray Specs, which I also don't have, in addition to not having Papa Pump. Whenever you activate a purple move, increase your purple gem damage by 50% for 1 turn. So you've got 75% plus 150% bonuses just from the plates. That's nuts. That's nuts. Well, holy cow. All right, Rusty, tell me what I'm doing here. Tell me what I'm doing.
Yeah, so I'll say this while it loads. Prior to Bionic Redneck Stone Cold Steve Austin entering Champions, this was arguably the best powerhouse in the game. It was certainly the best powerhouse from the Attitude Era. His stock was sky high prior to Stone Cold. So what I like to do, right, is I try to spread my Juggernaut rows out a little bit.
Oh.
I don't know why, but it just might be my superstition. I don't know that it's strategy, but once you fire those off, I mean, it's just automatic. It's just going to... So...
Well, let's fire it off and see here real quick what happens. Joop, 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 joop. Everything's reloaded. It was 41 million. 41 million. So... Did I misplace something? I think I expected a little bit more than that.
You know, I feel like it is what it is.
That's accurate.
He's a fast feuder.
Right.
He doesn't necessarily have a huge plate that makes him, crazy. Okay. Like maybe try to spread the row and see if it matters at all this time.
Okay.
Like leave a little space between the two.
Okay, I can do that. Do you know, I have a random memory for stupid things that don't matter. So there was a stream where Professor got Big Papa Pump from a pull. I know that I was sitting in Little Caesars getting my kids food. That was 48, so that did actually make a difference somehow. Interesting. I was in Little Caesars getting my kids food when Professor started freaking out that he got Big Papa Pump. The most random things to remember. Yeah. But 48 million on that one. I mean...
So you went by 7 million by just spacing out your juggernauts?
I don't know if it's just where they hit or... Yeah, we're going to add Z Orton in just a second, Big Fritz. I want to run it one more time just to make sure this isn't a fluke. I'm going to try and place it where there's no purples. I think maybe that made some of the difference. So I've got 2 rows here that have no purple gems at all. Let me see if that me see if that does it. Bam. No, because that was 41 million. So looks like 40 to 47 million's about his sweet spot, which is good. That is good. It's not top
Cody
end
range.
damage, but it's good.
Yeah, it's about the same range as Tech Cody.
Tech Cody, not Powerhouse Cody though.
Right, technician.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So we have one more. Does my wife hate the random memory thing?
So try to remove the Rosie plate as well, because some are saying that might be affecting negatively the build because they don't think it works right. Maybe it's possible.
So
it is a variable, like in science, right?
Well, if we're gonna for science it, I have to keep the other variables the same. So let me take off the Rosie plate, and then I will run it this way. Then I will do the Randy Orton build, zombie Randy Orton. Also, shout out to Footers in Sydney who put a thing at the bottom of the chat earlier. We were blowing and going, and so I didn't acknowledge it. But thank you for doing that. It was on the Universal chat in game. They found us and put us. Hey, make sure you watch Lee and Rusty.
Bunders asked, "Is Powerhouse Cody the best powerhouse in the game now?" Yes. I said that's arguably right, but he is the best Cody in the game.
No, it hit for 39 million that time, so the Rosie plate was doing more damage.
All right. I just don't think the Rosie plate catches that the leeches are created. Yeah. It's possible.
It's possible, but it did do more damage. I'll tell you what, I'll run it with Zombie Randy without the plate, and then we'll run it one more time with this is the for one single moveset. This is the most times I think I've ever run a character on this series here.
So they're saying, well, who is the best powerhouse? Is it Bionic Redneck? I would say this. It's arguably Relentless Kevin Owens because of what he can do with his top end of damage being in the hundreds of millions because of the way he amplifies gym damage. But you got to have he's a conditional win. You got to have the wind really blowing in the right direction. The cascades have to go off correctly. You have to have every trick, every trainer maxed.
Yeah. I think it's Cody for me. One, I don't have... oh, look, that blows the whole board. Okay, so that's 55 million. So if we add the Rosie plate and he hits 60 million, that puts him right in line with other top powerhouses right there. But Cody is 100% of the time he works. Kevin Owens, from what I've seen from others, it can take him a moment to get going. And he can miss sometimes, but his top end damage is way higher than anybody else's. So it's kind of do you prefer the safe method or do you prefer the guaranteed? Method, or do you prefer the bigger bang method?
Right. Yeah, like Powerhouse KO is so good. They've consistently nerfed him on boss battles because he can essentially destroy the boss by himself.
Yeah. True. There are times where he can take the whole thing, and to that, William Regal's going to get to that now too. If you have Maxine in the Pyro Plate, Regal's going to be not quite Powerhouse KO level, but he's right up there now.
The KO is also the reason they redid the Stip Tours, just for the record. So
that's true.
So literally, he's a game-breaking character.
Yep.
That's why I would say arguably he's who many would say is the best.
Yep. Well, Big Papa just hit 60 million. So, I mean, that's right on the top end, or I'm sorry, right on the entry level for top end damage for this meta. So he is definitely 6-star gold relevant. I would say in order to hit 60 million, you had to have everything, and the biggest thing was Zombie Randy. So if we were power rating him, I would mark him down for Zombie Randy because that is a huge like
Right.
rare. Plus, well, Jade you would need either Jade or Rockin' Romans. That's not a big deal for a lot, but I mean comparative for I'm saying for people who are going to have Papa Pump in their top roster. I mean,
Right.
for those spenders, Papa Pump, Rockin' Roman's a no-brainer. But yeah, Zombie Randy was the big difference maker out of all of it, and then I think the the Bubba specs is up there because that's 150% or 50 plus 50 plus 50 because it doesn't quite equal 150 the way it stacks because it's 50% and then another 50% off the base, so it doesn't quite hit 150, but it's right up there. Um, I would say he needs at least two really rare things to get going, but if you have them, he's right there. I mean, that's top tier no matter what. So, Rusty, I don't have him. You have him. You close this out with what your thoughts are on him, because I'm just going off what I just saw and that alone. You've actually played with him.
Nice. Well, this is our friend. We made this video for. Gosh, I don't want to mispronounce his name, but it's Atasham 143, right? As send it in. We're looking for a 6 gold Big Papa Pump video. Please let me know with and without the plate. So we did all that for you, and it looks like hopefully you've got that Zombie Randy, and if not, at least you know what you're gonna get if you take him up. As Big Papa Pump spins around like a cyclone, we will see you next time.
Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holla if you hear us. We did it. We got that one there. We've only got a few minutes left. You said the other thing was taking a look at Cowboy Bob.
Yeah, if you want to. See, Bob
I
is
don't know if we
fun.
repower rate him, but we could start by taking a look, and if he's dramatically different, then maybe we repower rate him.
Right. Yeah, I just don't know. His power rating is one where it's like, we know his two movesets are so distinct that it felt really hard to give him an accurate score. Right. Because against powerhouses, right, we know what he can do. So we even talked about, what do we do? Do we use an average of scores? He would be our first superstar to ever use that for. I'm just not quite sure what to do with Bob, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not either.
We can take him into battle against Big Papa Pump and come full circle.
Do.
Nice.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with him. So we've got green moves, 4 more with him. That's 2. That's 6. So for feud, you would need. I think we talked about this last time. You would need not only these 2, but also whatchamacallit, not a Powerhouse Hogan. So you could run George Still and Roxanne to get him started loaded turn 1. But then you sacrifice some power. So let's do it on the tour and see first, because I think this is wise. This is where we need to be. But my goodness, Cowboy Bob has 2 stinking universal moments now. I didn't think about that. Like, you were probably already there. My brain wasn't there.
Yeah, a WrestleMania moment makes him even harder to eliminate because he gets additional reduced gym damage from that as well.
Whoa, you're right. Like, back the truck up here real quick, because that's 50% twice. So can anybody kick out?
I think so. Well, we'll see. But I think so.
We won't see on this moveset as much, but
my thought is, okay, if you take 50% off, then you have to take 50% of the 50%, right?
Right.
Because it won't just be 100%, yeah.
Right.
It's like it's basically comes out to like 75%.
Still, that's guaranteed. Yeah, reduce. Okay, so the first moment is the Muhammad Ali referees WrestleMania 1. This is super rare. Both Rusty and I do have it though, so I mean, we are Well, we're closer to whales lately than we have been before, but still,
We're becoming orca.
we're
You're you're
orca.
you're a blue whale. What was that one whale we called you? Bee.
Yeah, the beluga or something
The
like that.
beluga.
Yeah. Wow. But then you get this one. So you get 100% gem damage here, plus 100%. No, where is it? Yeah, there we go. Plus 100% gem damage here, plus your they don't do a mobile gems. Okay, so that's not it. But you also get all color moves deal 100% more damage. That's like Neidhart having his third gear, plus receive another 50% from all color gems. I I want to run some tests on Bob with that
And
because
also, the nearing end plate might be something that makes him even crazy, crazy, crazy with all that.
true. Well, we can. I was going to run it with the Sheik plate first, but we can run it with the
Oh
nearing
yeah,
end after because
true.
Sheik plate triple. Well, we're going to run move damage. We're going against a powerhouse, so we're going to run move damage first anyway. But
Oh, Professor's already done a video about this, Lee.
oh
Platinum Patrick
man.
says
Well, we're
we
not
gotta
cutting a
watch it.
video right now. It's fine.
We gotta we gotta learn. We gotta learn what else is out there. The good stuff that people have already seen.
Right?
Was it good, Patrick? What happened? What was the results?
Well, freaking heck. I mean, you're already okay, so we just hit the first move. That's now at 14 million. Your second move is now 22 million right off rip. Like, there you go. There was a 22 million hit. And now your finisher is a 41 million point finisher hit. So, yeah. Yeah. Specifically against powerhouses, but we just did like 80 million turn one.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, you need a Sheik plate, but yeah, yeah, it
Wow.
was. Well, let's count. Let's run it back real quick because it was fast. Let's count it. 'Cause maybe we should repower. Well, again, you would need all these things.
True.
This is a Voltron character now for sure.
You know what, Lee? This could be the first in our new series, or what we flirted with the idea for a while of calling it Prime Builds.
Yeah,
Remember, where it's like you have everything. This is the
right,
prime. Can't get any better than this,
right.
right?
Okay. Well, that was 15 million. Now we're gonna do 22 million. So that's 37 million. Not even counting gem, just counting move damage. 37 million. So we're at 78 million before any gem damage at all. 78 million. And we can't even see the gem damage, I bet, because it's already. No, that
So
was
in
another. That was another what? 16 million. So yeah, we're easily over 80 million turn one against
that would
powerhouses.
wipe out any powerhouse in any
Done.
feud turn
Yeah.
one.
Dang. I wasn't wanting to take another tech up to gold, but Cowboy Bob, hello. How are you doing? Huh. See, you got a new
Randy's the
moment
dad.
there.
It's me, your daddy, Roberto.
I forgot about that.
I
Oh,
saw you on the ESPN.
wow.
So that's Bob Orton, right? Roberto, Rob Cowboy Robert Orton, Roberto Orton. Hey Randy, it's me, your daddy, Roberto. I saw you on the WrestleMania.
Wow.
Uh,
That's wow.
this is what happens when we go late into the stream. So now you get
Well,
what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
now, yeah. Now you get what you get, and oof, we're not. I mean, we're only 3 minutes past, but yeah.
We're in overtime. We're on my time. Champions chat after dark, where it gets dark.
Wow. Let's see. We need our red moves to start loaded. We need our blue moves to start load. This is gonna look like we're doing like whale stuff because the ones that are there. Oh, I'm still on the previous filter. Sorry. Let's see, green, immobile, green. Nobody's done red. Nobody's done red.
Now
So let's
I'm
go.
Ministry of Darkness, Rusty.
Now you're Ministry of. I am so upset that I cannot pull Ministry of Darkness Taker. Like every time he's in the loot, the loot goes terrible for me every time he's in the loot. Oof.
Maybe he's your muscle man, right? You just know it's not meant to have him, right? It all has to implode anytime you have a chance at him.
Yeah, it could be. All right, here's what I'm going to try. I've not run this moveset this way before, but with all the bonuses on the gem damage, I'm not doing the stun, not doing the stun. That's fine. So we've got the red 6 MP running crossbody. Deal damage, choose 3 gems to make into 2 turn Juggernaut gems that will increase your blue MP by 3 and make 15 botch gems into red at the end of the countdown. The fake break forearm, 8 MP blue, deal damage and increase your red gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. And then the sleeper hold, whopping 10 MP. Holy cow. Generate 30 sub gems, deal damage for 6 turns while subs are on the board. Remaining submission turn into botch. Wait, that doesn't seem right. They turn botch. Oh yeah, 15 botch into red. That's correct. Okay, that's correct. That's what we wanted there. Entourage, you need somebody to start with red, somebody to start with blue, and Santa Hogan, and you'd still need some stuff in feud, plus your red gem damage person. And then on here, we would need a gem damage strap instead of a move damage strap. So I'm just going to move over Big Papa Pump strap because we are out of the plate mover currencies on here. So I don't think I can take... We broke. Oh, wait, we can move one off? Okay, I'll take one off because then I can do, let's see, he's red gem damage. So what's that? Is that the Ronda's jacket? No, that's yellow and black. So it's the third option. Where's the third option? That's countdowns. There it is, Gremlin's ears. Okay, so Gremlin's ears on here. Ha! Hip designer. We did pulls off stream and they were... Well, watch the videos. They were different. They were different. So, all right. So the only problem is this does 6 turns. This does 2 turns. The sub hopefully doesn't screw me up. I might need to run this a couple times, or at least once, because otherwise I'm not sure. Not sure how it works. I haven't run this one this way before. Okay, so that's going to put the blues up. Now we put down the subs. Don't break a bunch of them, Sammy. Don't be that guy. Oh, you know what? I should have hit the other thing first. Oh, that still didn't do it. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. Well, you know what? This is not going well compared to what else we had on the mix here. Champs chat after dark, Rusty. See how this goes here. All right, now let's throw down these again. Let's buff. That is the funniest. I've never used that move before, and I don't think I've ever seen it where he just like waves his arms like, "Hey, how you doing?" Oh. All right, let's see if this actually hits. Oh, it needs to go off again. All right, well, fine. Let's just do this. I don't want to influence things too much. Oh, now it's gonna... Yeah, I don't like this moveset. I don't like this moveset at all. Yeah. All right, well, so triple green is still the way to go. Still the way to go. So, Rusty, do we have anything else we want to do? I mean, we could power rate him just off of his triple green. We don't have to do it right now because that would take a while. But
Yeah, I better drop off soon and get
Yeah.
my. Well, there's one more thing I wanted to do though.
Okay.
I
What's
wanted,
that?
I wanted to ask our friends tonight if they would mind giving us a ad on our channel's Twitch. I've just pinned it in the chat, twitch.tv/champions chat podcast. We're trying to grow our follows over there and see what we might be able to do on our own stream and have some stuff like Lee just talked about doing that Bob Orton. It could be fun to go on our channel and do that. And we don't want you to miss out on that. So follow us on Twitch. I think we're hanging around 150 Twitch subscribers right now. How
Portland
crazy
Frank
would
just
it
did.
be
Thank you.
if we could get that up to, I don't know, there's 48 of you in here tonight. What if we could hit 200 tonight? Wouldn't that be wild? If we're near 150, I mean, all of you would need to go over and give us a sympathy follow, but we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, I agree. We'll take as many follows as we can. That would be awesome. Well, thank you, people. We appreciate all. Thank you, people. That was the dumbest thing I've said all day. We
Oh,
appreciate you, though.
I know what you can say, Lee. Something very intelligent.
What's that?
You can tell them about the reason they're going to want to follow us on our stream is because the
Oh,
likelihood of what's going on over there.
that's right. That's right. So we
I'm
did. Yeah,
giveaway.
we should have said this right at the start. It's a tired day, guys. So for those of you who are still here, you'll be the first to know that not this Thursday, but next Thursday morning, we do a morning podcast recording, and we will have two big special giveaways during our stream. So come Thursdays in the morning and check us out on our own Twitch that Rusty just put into the chat. And if you're there in 2 weeks, we're going to have two mega polls at least to give away. So we'll get more details on that this coming week,
I
and we'll
said
let you
subject
know.
to change. Subject to change.
Subject to change. Subject to change. What time? Normally we record at about 7:30 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 9:30 EST. So
Nice.
it's actually really good for our overseas audience because that is a
Yep.
little too early for a lot of our American audience. But the reality is we do it before work. That's
We do it for the Battletoads. We try to
we do
really
it
do the
yeah,
best for
yeah,
our Russian and Hindi speaking audience
right.
in Asia. We're all about doing things well for the Asians.
Right. Well, I just want to say a big thank you to Portland Frank, who has subbed to us or followed us or whatever it is on Twitch. And Spinzizzle Foshizzle also just did. So go ahead and hit that link one time before we go. Hit the follow button. 2 of you have done it so far. Let the other 46 of you do it. And we'll see you on the next one. I haven't seen a thing saying DJ is live.
DJ celebrated his birthday this week, so I don't know. I mean, he pulled that muscle man, and he may be heading to Vegas with that luck. He may not be on tonight.
I mean, if I pulled a muscle, I wouldn't be streaming. But hey. We gotta go. I'm getting loopy. So I'll see you on the next one, guys.